put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-timer baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Mayfield. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The quick out. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
This defense feeling a bolt of energy from the crowd, trying to force a 3-and-out. He'll go to the sneak. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Young. Got it in the middle, it's McCluster.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. From the gun, wants to pass. grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Scanning the field, it's Young. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, that was easy.
Pass rush? Question mark? I mean, you got to affect the quarterback. These quarterbacks are way too good nowadays. You can't blame the secondary. Who am I going to go point to back there? Defensive line has to do a better job making that quarterback feel uncomfortable. You can't have that long to throw the football.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking to throw on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Dell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Give to the running back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Dropping back, it's Mayfield. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pulls it in, it's down. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to pick up yardage. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That's reeled in. It's Wilson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? To the air. It's Young. Jukes his way from home. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the home of the Pokes and Boone Pickens Stadium.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Off the play fake on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking downfield, it's Young. Finds his man, it's Tyler. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They emptied the roster, but every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The hand to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. On the run, it's McCluster. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. Got enough for the first. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Young. Trying to barrel in. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Somehow fits it into that traffic. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Looking to pass. It's Mayfield. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He'll send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the fourth quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Fights off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Caught behind the line. It's Switzer. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got
enough space. And it's in for a touchdown.
Salt enter room, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mayfield. Makes the grab on the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Back open in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Dell. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. He wants to throw it again. Gets it out quickly. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a pop.
He'll take a shot. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
To the air, it's Mayfield. They're working that left side. Timeout call by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Line gets set. First down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.